Joe, basic question, but how did it feel out there?
Yeah, it felt great. It's been a couple months, and I've been really itching to get back in a game, and it was awesome. It was great to get the win with the team here, and I did my best to help out the Marlies today, and I thought the guys played great in front of me, and they protected the paint all night, so it was good.
Very physical game out there, and I just wondered how you felt you dealt with it, or just it was just another game for you. You don't seem to get into too many games here that aren't like that.
Yeah, no, it was definitely an entertaining one. I'm sure if you were a fan, I'd try my best. Just focus on what's important for me, and try not to get too involved with the emotions of the game. And that's for our energy guys to take care of. And I thought Blender especially tonight was unbelievable.
You only faced 6 shots in that first period. I know you're probably thinking you would like to see a little bit more action, but maybe 20 in the second was maybe a little crazy.
Yeah, the guys let me see a few more pucks in the second, so it was nice of them. But yeah, I know we had a lot of penalty kills in the second period, but I thought our guys stepped up with down a defenseman and made some big blocks, and really sharp in front of me.
Is there a benefit from a goaltending perspective to see a 5-on-3 in a game, and just as you're working through rehab, getting back, all that kind of stuff? Is there a benefit to that?
Yeah, I think as many situations as you can get put into as possible is the best, especially when you're coming back from an injury. So I was lucky; I got to see lots of PKs and 5-on-3, and all sorts of different situations, and I felt good in the different situations, and I thought the team was great in front of me.
Just finally, away from talking about you, Joe Blandisi, first professional hat trick. After he's having a great year and career year, just your thoughts on Blender and just what he accomplished tonight.
Yeah, it's amazing for him. He's such a special guy, and what he brings to this team. And to have his mom in the stands with the mentor strip was special for him, I'm sure. And along with the hat trick, he's bringing all sorts of jam to the game, and he's physical. He's in there after the whistles. So to have a guy that can score, do that for your team, and also be the guy he is in the locker room is pretty special.
Joe, let's first talk about the game and what it means to this team to pick up 2 points in this building.
Yeah, I thought there were a ton of good efforts tonight. I thought the penalty kill was great all night. Killed a 5-on-3. I thought our power play was really good, able to get 3 goals. And then obviously Joe Woll coming down from up top. He stood on his head for us tonight. So I thought the decor, the 5 of them, Millsy included, but he went down in the first period. So I thought they were able to definitely weather the storm, and they played a great game tonight, all 5 of them.
In that second period, so many power play situations, so many PK situations. How is it for some of those guys on that bench who aren't a part of either of those units to keep warm and keep interested in that game?
Yeah, it's a tough role for sure, but we need those guys to come the third period. Obviously, the guys killing those penalties, playing those minutes, get a little tired during the second period. So those guys able to stick with it, stay positive on the bench, keep communicating to one another, helping us in ways they can, and they're able to help us win the game in the third period.
All right, let's turn it personal. First professional hat trick. Come on, how's that feel?
Feels pretty good. I guess all I needed was mom in the stands on mentor trip for good luck.
Just tell me about how it comes about for you. The first goal, the second one, and then that final empty netter.
Yeah, I guess you need a little luck if you're going to get a hat trick. So the first one went off my skate, the empty netter helps, and then able to bang one in on the power play. But like I said, the whole unit was rolling tonight. I was just a beneficiary of it.
It's great win. Great to feel good about it. Got to do it again tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. You guys in the right mindset here the rest of the way. So many divisional games.
Yeah, for sure. We knew this weekend was going to be a big one in the standings. We're happy to get the first 2 points, and now we give our chance to finish the weekend tomorrow with a sweep.
John, that's the kind of game that's exciting for the fans. But how do you see not only the result, but how that game plays out for you guys?
Well, I thought it went in. We had a really good start, but when you run into those penalty issues, it takes out the flow, and I think it takes out our strength as a team. But there's certain penalties there that we took that I think were necessary. They were getting pretty tight to our goaltender, and I think they were targeting it a little bit. And our guys had each other's back, so we kill those out all day long. So I was excited about that. And then some guys that had to. That got opportunities to kill that haven't had that opportunity. They did a great job blocking shots, and that's what teams do. When adversity hits and they're going to bat for one another. And then obviously the third period I thought we really played extremely well and took the game over. But it was a lot of good things and a lot to learn from that game.
Are you concerned at all? Last 3 out of the 4 games, 7 power play opportunities given, 7 another. I think it was 9 tonight. Is that a trend or is it an anomaly?
It has been a trend the last 3 games, and we're going to have to nip that in the bud if we're going to have any success moving forward. Again, I'm good with some penalties. We'll kill them all day long. You know, when you're sticking out for your team, if the retaliatory in the offensive zone, tripping penalties and the hookings, it's got to stop because we've been pretty disciplined this year in the last 3 games. Thank goodness our goaltending and our special teams were good. Or could have been a different results, but again, it's adversity, but we definitely something we got to look at. And
your thoughts on Joe Woll? He had to battle through some physical play here today, and came up big for the team in the second period.
He looked great, very composed. You know, had to play in traffic. It's a good test for him as far as if he's ready or not. You know, after being out for a while, so it was good to see. And I think the guys saw that how hard he battles, and they've had some history with him. So I think they went that extra mile too to make sure that he got his win, and and ultimately the team got theirs as well.
Joe Blandisi comes up with his first professional hat trick tonight after being in the league a while. And your thoughts on just his play and his leadership in that third period?
Well, I think for coming off of the game against Rochester, where probably he'd be the first to admit he didn't have his best. I thought he was great, and he did a lot of good things out there. He was detailed. He brought the juice, he brought the energy, and how can you not get excited about that? But to get his hat trick, first hat trick is pretty cool.